we are going to talk about routing protocols, but before even moving to routers, first we have to understand those network devices, right? When you understand them, you can move now to routers. The first network device that we are going to talk about, it's what we call a hub, right? So a hub is a network device that will do what? That will connect also devices. So you're gonna have like, this is your hub, and you connect what? You connect your computers here. Right? So it's a network device that will allow you to connect what? Computers. Right? But we don't use those devices anymore. Right? We don't use this device. Why? Because this device is not intelligent. This device is not intelligent. What does it mean? It means this. This device doesn't know where to send a specific message. Did you understand? So if PC1 wanna talk to PC2, the message will go to everybody. Right? So when you connect your computers using a hub, what will happen? If your PC wanna send a message to one of the PC, the message will go to every PC. Why? Because this hub is not an intelligent device. The hub doesn't know where to send a specific packet. The message will go first to every computer. Right? Every computer will check that message before discarding it. So this is the main problem of this particular device. So a hub is not an intelligent device. A hub doesn't know where to send a specific packet. So you're gonna have a hub. So it's like a switch with ports. You're gonna plug your computers there. But the problem is there is no intelligence, right? So if you're gonna communicate to PC10, your message will go to everybody. And when your message will go to everybody, you're gonna end up having problems. Your network will be slow and security issue, right? Now, there are some benefits of this particular device. This particular device is fast, right? So a hub is fast and is cheaper, right? Why is it fast? Because there is no memory. So a hub doesn't take time to think. So it's like a para there by Josie, like a para, right? So when you come with your money, you say, no, you just come, you tell, like a para, please, you know what, go there, they are sharing money. The para cannot think. It will go fast, right? Yeah, he cannot think. For him, whatever you are saying, you can even say, this guy got billions, go and kill him. Yeah, so it's like a hub. Right? There is no memory, no intelligence, right? But it's fast to react, right? I'm sure like you're gonna get those type of questions, but you must know the meaning of a hub, right? Fast to react, but there is no intelligence, right? Now, because of those issues, right, not knowing where to send a specific packet, the engineers, they came up with what? They came up with a new device. That device is called a switch. Did you understand? They came up with a switch, right? Just to avoid the problems, right? The problems that they found by using a hub. You can go to shop, you purchase a hub, but nowadays those hubs, you cannot find them anymore, right? Now we are using what? A switch, right? So a switch is intelligent than a hub. A switch knows where to send a message. So if I'm sending a message to you, you are the only person who's going to receive. Why? Because a switch got a memory. There is what? There is a memory. Your switch will have a memory. Did you understand? That device that you can see, that switch will have a memory. Right? That memory will do what? Will keep like information about what? About all the devices that are connected to it. Suppose like I am a switch, right? All your PCs, you are connected like to me, right? Because I have a memory, I will keep your information, right? I will keep like all your information, right? And that memory, we call it a CAM, right? CAM is what we call content addressable memory, right? Did you understand? A switch got a memory. That memory is called what? CAM, the content addressable memory. Are you with me?
Yes.
Right? And what can we find like inside this memory? So it's like a database. So that content addressable memory will have a database, right? That will look like this one, right? It will look like this. So so one side you're gonna have what? MAC address, and so your memory, your content addressable memory will be like this. There's E here, or maybe I wrote it this here. So now one column gonna be for what? For MAC addresses. So all your computers, suppose like those 20 computers, they are connected to me as a switch, right? So one column, I will keep all your MAC addresses. So this column gonna be what? MAC addresses. Like your PC MAC address will be here. Yours here, right? So one column, MAC addresses. Second column is gonna be what? Port numbers, right? Maybe your computer is plugged to port number 10, so it's gonna be written here. So your MAC address may be, let's say, this is your MAC address, right? From here, it's FS0/1. Means what? This computer is connected to what? Right? So, your switch will learn. Your switch knew about this MAC address from which port?
Port 1.
Right? Okay, suppose like there's another one here. There's another PC here. Like PC2. MAC address is C.C.C. From where? Did you understand?
Yes.
So, this computer, I knew about it from which port?
Port 2.
Right? So, when those two computers, they want to talk, it's so easy. So, when I'm going to send my request will go where? To the switch. The switch now will check like inside its memory. Right? So, this is the memory. So, when you are sending a message to this computer, the switch will check. Right? Okay, you want to talk to Yanga's computer. Which port Yanga's computer is connected? Right? So when you are sending your message to your friend's computer, the switch first will check. Do I have the MAC address of this computer? Yes. Which port this computer is connected? Right? So when your switch will know your MAC address and which port you are connected, the message will go straight to you. Right? This is how the switch works. Right? So we call it forwarding decision. How the switch makes decision, forwarding decision. So it's based on what? On MAC address. Right? So your switch will check MAC address of your computer before sending and receiving. So whatever that's happening with your switch, it's based on what? Based on MAC address. You must understand that. There are questions on that one. Switches makes decision based on what? MAC address. For receiving, for sending, they're gonna check what? Your MAC address. Right? So your switch will always look at like inside, like its MAC address. Right? You understand how it works?
Yes,
So
sir.
a switch got right? So you don't need to go deeper, you have just to understand, right? So how to check now this MAC address? We are going to see it later on today. Right? Now, how the switch will build now this table. Right? So when you buy your switch will be empty. This database will be what? Empty. When you're gonna connect your computers, the database will still be empty. You understand? But how now the switch will build this table? This is what you're gonna do now. Let me show you what's gonna happen, right? You can also do it together with me. We are going to check what's going on. Okay, suppose like I have like two computers there, right? And I have my switch, my 2960 switch. You connect the, make sure that my call, everything is clear, because sometimes, okay. Let's say you got your computers, right? You run your cables, you are done, right? You connect your computers to your switches, right? Now, as I said, your switch will be first like empty. That database with two columns, those two columns will be like empty. Even if you connect 100 computers, millions of computers, that memory first will be what? Will be empty. Let's check on that. Let's check it, guys. You're gonna right click, no, just click on top of the switch, right? You go to CLI. So you click on top of the switch like this. You go to CLI. You can also console to the switch. You press enter. Right? We want to check the memory. We want to check what is inside the content addressable memory. First, we must be in what? Privilege mode, right? You type show MAC address, MAC address table, right? So we are going to ask the switch, show us what is inside your memory. Show MAC address table, right? Some of the packets tracer, there is no this dash sometimes. Now we're gonna press what? Enter. What did you see? It's empty. There is nothing. Why there is nothing? Because from the beginning, when you connect your devices to the switch, right? By default, that database, those two columns will be empty. Right? Now, how the switch will learn about those two computers? Because there are two computers, right? Guys, there are two computers, right? So it means when we are going to check the database, we must see those two tables, MAC address of those two tables, right? But for the first time, there is nothing. There is a question on that. But how the switch now will know about, will learn about those two, right? Those two pieces need to talk first. you understand? The switch is not like a smart, like by default you're gonna learn about your computer. No, your computer needs to communicate with another one. Did you understand? So let's assign those two PCs IP what addresses, and we are going to ping. So I'm gonna just go like in one of the PC desktop IP 192.168.1.2. So you can pick up whatever you like, but I choose 192.168.1.2, and you go to the second PC 192.168.1.3, right? Now we are going to ping. Let's ping 192.168.1.2, right? Because we are done with pinging, right? There is already a communication, right? Now we are going to go back to our switch, right? So now guys, because we are done with pinging, right? Let's go back now to our switch. Right? We're gonna use the same command. Show MAC address table. When you press like enter, what did you see there? How many MAC addresses? How many MAC addresses, guys? Two. Why? Because we do have two computers. Because those two computers, they try to communicate. That way now the switch will do what? Will learn about you. So when you are sending a message to another computer, your message will go first to the switch, right? Now the switch will say, okay, this is your MAC address, this is the port number, right? And when your friend will respond, the switch again will say, this is this guy MAC address, this is the port number. This is how the switch learn about computers. So this is how the switch will build what we call the content addressable memory, right? Now you're gonna see like MAC address of PC1 and MAC address of PC2. Which network they are? Which VLAN? VLAN 1. Sometimes, like a particular computer for troubleshooting, one computer can be in VLAN 2. That way they are not talking. How will you know that? You can just go there and type show MAC address table, right? Maybe this computer is not connected because maybe it's using the wrong VLAN, right? Now, first column, you're gonna know about the network. Second column, MAC address of those computers. How the switch knew about them. How the switch learned about them. How the switch learned about them? Dynamically. Did you understand?
Yes.
There are two ways a switch can learn about your computer's MAC address or your device MAC address. Manually or statistically and
Dynamically.
So we did put those MAC addresses. No. No one put it them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's dynamically. But you can put them manually yourself. You can add yourself, right? So you can say, okay, for this computer, this is the MAC address and this is the port number. And you're gonna see here it says what? Static. Sometimes the question, they will just show you the screenshots and they're gonna say here static. And they're gonna ask you how the switch knew about this MAC address. New, we say learning, learned, right? And which port this computer is connected? 0/11,
Yes.
right? So for troubleshooting, so many things you can learn from here, right? So easy, yeah?
Yes.
This is what I wanted you to understand. about this part, right? Very, very important. But CCNA 2, this is where you are going now to go deeper. From here, just learning the basics, right? Any questions about what I've explained about this part, right? Now, just to make sure that you understood, go to your packet tracer. Try to put maybe three other computers and your switch. Try to check before pinging, before testing the connectivity. You must try first by checking the show MAC address, see what's gonna be there, and try to ping and go back again, check, right? Just to make sure that you know how to check what is there like inside your memory, right? Just 5 minutes and you're gonna come back later.